All right, I am here. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Hello, everyone. No, not this screen. We're really gonna get started. We've been farming Guild Wars 2 all week, and I am really late today. I apologize. I slept in. It's tired. I have zero focus. I don't feel good right now. I don't know what's going on. All right. Binary, hello. Yes, binary is first data. Maybe. Sorry, I gotta clean this keyboard. There's so much lucky hair in it. I bring him up here and I'm like, oh, such a good boy, and all the hair drops onto my keyboard. Okay. So if you weren't here yesterday, we actually got to fishing. Oh, wait! Got the most important thing. Do it that way because you're a nerd. $9,098 where my liquid gold is for account value. Interesting. Like fighting the market in several different ways. Grab that gold really quick. Okay, we gotta do all of our rich nodes, muscle nodes, that kind of stuff. We gotta do that right now to get that out of the way. Hopefully everything's reset today. We're closing in on the end of the chunks of pure jade. I just need 300 of this in my inventory, and the rest of them can start being sold. So, yeah. It's Friday. I'm late. Let's do this. That's correct. It is literally if I sold everything out of my bank that I could sell, everything in my materials, that's what it's tracking.
It's nice to see you.
Nighttime. Gotta hurry then. That makes sense? Yeah, no gym store items, nothing like that. But really what matters is how much I have in my wallet at a certain point. The IP here shouldn't change until the next update, so... Hey, we're starting off well and good here with the Maguma Lily. You'd love to see. Double check that I started that. Okay, good. I'm seeing a lot of YouTube comments, and I apologize for not getting to them sooner. But I do appreciate the comments. Usually, if I don't have something to add, I won't comment back. Usually just give it a, I like this. But if I do have something to add, I'll usually say something. I've just been way behind lately, and that's my fault, but at the same time, it's like, that's the excuse. I hit like 9 o'clock, and my brain just sort of shuts down. Start to veg out. Some people try to keep their liquid gold as low as possible. I don't know the idea behind it. I'm changing this part of the route, just to let you all know. We're going to come in at this angle. Or Orichalcum on this one? No, it was the last IP. That guy hit me, and that sort of sucks. So instead of going down there then coming up, which I seem to have a problem with, we're going to start going this way. Yeah, there was a one comment I couldn't let go. I had to respawn, because I'll put that fire out. If it is a fire, sometimes I'm not sure exactly what the comment means. Then I was like, holy crap, I keep forgetting to do all of these. Alright, so by going this way, we can quickly get the flax done. That kind of stuff. One of the reasons why I'm really late is because I had to take a shower today. Waiting on the shampoo to arrive, and it arrived yesterday. And then I didn't get my shower again. And going a few days without a shower. The problem is the shampoo that I'm using isn't really helping my scalp because with arthritis comes psoriasis. And so I've been dealing with that. Is there not a jungle plant on this one? The ancient wood that I was hitting. Stay away from those jungle boars. Kill the spark fly. Thank you. So, anyways, I got my shampoo. I had to wash my head. Like 3 times, technically. Because my scalp is snowing. It's never been this bad. It's just been a really dry year. I've been having all the issues. All the issues. Anyways, I don't know why I'm telling you about this. But that's sort of why I'm even more late than usual. We take care of that stuff at night. And I didn't. Not hit the rift entrance. Why are all these open? Jesus Christ! And why is it instant? Why do I not have to interact with that? Jeez, man, I've never seen them all open like this. Even back in the day when I was farming them. God. Can't just get on a map and do shit. Some absolutely short-sighted development gets in my way every time. Salt. Takes like 3 hours for your hair to dry. So the reason why hair takes so long to dry, funny enough, hair is created from dead cells, right? You have these follicles and they take the dead stuff from your body and they're like, what do we do with this? The follicles are like, we're gonna make hair. The funny thing about that is the material that it's making is made from you. And you are meant to retain water. And the very material they're making your hair out of helps retain that water. Get exactly the name of it. But it's pretty much proteins. So when water touches your hair tends to hold the water. Isn't that fun? The reason why it takes so long to dry usually is because all the water's stacked in between your hairs, like to hold the water. So the best way to dry your hair is to run air through it, or to keep combing it so the water can evaporate off your hair. That's why blow dryers work so well. And also, those proteins like to heat up because they're part of your body. I always try to explain people like fingernails in your hair are just like poop, except your body actually decided to do something with it. I mean, it's the truth. Humans don't like to hold on to their stuff. Put a bunch of stuff in and we just let it all come out. I mean, it's sort of the same for all mammals, I guess, when you really think about it. Alright, we gotta get out of here. We gotta move on. hair follicles have a kill switch. They'll grow hair to a point and then be like, you know what? Yeah, that's enough. The hair in your head, that is a long kill switch for some of those follicles. Just sort of forget that, oh yeah, I'm supposed to stop growing this. But you have about... That person has the right idea. Kill all those raptors. Ah, man, nice. Guma Lily. Wait, that was a jungle plane up there? I didn't even pay attention. I just knew it was a node that I had to get. We're in auto mode right now. All the pocket raptors are gone. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's a bad thing. It's experience. I do not have the right skill on. My 5 skill didn't go off. Fantastic. As a science friend of mine once said, animals are gross. That includes us. Change maps. God, we don't have time for this. All right, we're gonna do this route in reverse ish. Actually, we're gonna go grab the flax. Then come back through this way. I'll get a mushroom at the end there. Jungle plant is there. You love to see it. That NPC died quick. And go far enough again and die. Keep forgetting, next week we're supposed to do a Final Fantasy 1 randomizer. Euro people are going to be interested in, except for maybe Binary. Six flax. Mother. I love me some Final Fantasy 1. I think it's that'll prevent that stuff from moving. No, Towels absorb. They absorb. So, as long as they absorb moisture, because cotton, funny enough, also retains moisture. Who would have thought? Fiber. But the difference between your hair and cotton is actively trying to get that water to adhere to it. Your hair just retains it because the water adheres to it. You have two forces pulling on each other instead of one. You gotta go to the one that's more powerful. In this case, ow. Pretty sure that's how it works. Some science guru probably knows exactly what I'm talking about. So your hair will hold water. It'll let the water adhere because it wants to make sure it stays, but the towel should absorb all the excess water that it can. That's why when you take a towel and you rub your hair, it dries out. But again, blow drying would be the fastest way, because the air will allow the water to evaporate and no longer be on your hair. Towel will just be transferring. It's like the same idea when you bend a straw in one cup and put it in the other, you know? And it balances out type of thing. But in this case, it's more about like a vacuum. Will suck it all up. Your hair is sort of like a floor. It's a terrible floor. I don't know, something like that. I don't have a good analogy today. Friday. I need to switch this skill. That's not how you fight that. We'll end up dying. Am I up here? Oh, flags. I hate HOT. Either the worst programmed or the best programmed creature I've ever seen. Kill them! They're trying. That's what matters. Go ahead and get this guy. Alright, enough messing around. You get flaxseed from killing Mordrum, right? That's one of the things that happens now. Galco, welcome. Looks like the Final Fantasy... Get a crowbar. Final Fantasy 1 stuff I'll have to test this weekend. That was a Salga mushroom. I need to check one more spot up here. Add that, right? Good. No other jungle node. That's Tar Pit? They're in the water, I think? No. Is that like that camp? Where am I going? Fireheart. Thought maybe this. I lost control of my mouse for a second. Thought maybe this. Oh, it's prepping the next song. That's when you just slash wiki. Oh, yeah, that's over here. Like tar somewhere over here in the water or something like that. I think. I definitely know there's tar down here. That's why I'm thinking of this. You know what I want? A meatball sub. When's the last time you guys had a meatball sub? Wiki just says north of? You know what, Ada? You're really good at the game, so I know I am stuck. That was hardcore stuck. Still stuck. I know you're really good at the game, so you'll figure it out. That seems like a lot of brain power for someone going around just hitting nodes, you know? Funny thing is, I have an idea of what they're talking about. I just have no clue what they're talking about. That's one thing I wish ArenaNet was better. They don't want to give it away. They want you to think, but at the same time, it's a freaking video game. Relax, Sherlock Holmes. Can I please have control of my keyboard and mouse today? Meatball sub sounds good. I know, it must be the day or something, you know? It's just a Friday, F it, go eat whatever you want. Meatball sub, let's do it. Get some friends together. Yo, dude, you wanna go grab a beer and a meatball sub? Sure. You get there and you like, what kind of beer you want? And you're like, I don't want a beer. Everybody looks at you weird and you be like, I want a cream soda. And they really look at you weird. What are you talking about, man? Cream soda? But you know what's really good? And cream soda. It could be because I haven't had any soda except that Baja Blast this week. Been out of soda for a while, and it's expensive now. Like, you can't really justify spending $12 every 2 weeks, so like 24 bucks on soda now. Just can't justify it, especially when I'm getting about a third of what I used to. You go and you get a 12 pack or whatever, and it's freaking $7, man. Daybreak's coming. I want to grab those rewards. Why am I still in combat? I didn't kill that mosquito? Unbelievable. Look at this. For being on the map practically and doing one event. Getting those crowbars, been using in my home instance. Whoa. Axe. Grab that. Come on, give me a lot. Yes! Totally worth it. Alright, we gotta get out of here. It's time for iron. You know, I haven't been going to Orc Basin like somebody told me I should be doing. There's those nodes just sitting there that are really fast to get to. But I do think it's the iron and gold. The iron and gold. The iron and platinum that give me the gold. okay. Grab this iron node because it's fast to get to. I hate that that's right there. And how it sort of sucks in your sky scale. Like 3 of them there, just in the most inconvenient spot. Don't struggle like you. Alright, we got the rich iron node today. That's not it. Oh, that's not it. Two.
All mine.
Nah, I'm serious. That meatball sub, that's sounding great right now. Anybody eat meatball subs with mayonnaise? Some people just eat meatball subs, you know, maybe some provolone, some parmesan. I myself don't think it's fatty enough, so I do the most insane thing. Put mayonnaise on it. Right on the bread. Made it into Dragon's Legendary today. Congrats. Hey, finally got some Radiant Dust. Then you sold it. Make Twilight. That's the way. Also want French fries, but I always want French fries. Like if you came up to me and said, hey, do you want these fries? Yes. Or mashed potatoes. Hey, you want my mashed potatoes? It's really hard to screw up mashed potatoes. Even if it's like instant mashed potatoes, I will eat it. Even if you didn't add enough water and it has a little bit of the, you know, powder balls still in it because you didn't mix it well enough. Something about potato pustules that just taste so good. And let me tell you, if you're gonna cook for a date or something, significant other, mashed potatoes. Alright? They can still be chunky, but as long as you boil those potatoes long enough, okay? Add salt, some butter, and some milk. You're gonna have good potatoes. It's really hard to mess up mashed potatoes. Now, have people messed up mashed potatoes? Yes. You add way too much salt. I'd throw in freaking 2 tablespoons of oregano. Don't put oregano in your mashed potatoes. Come on. For the love of God. You know, like all those fancy chefs, and they're like, here's how to make mashed potatoes. Throw in a little bit of garlic. Not a whole lot. You don't need a whole lot. You see them throwing in like 6 billion tons of $17 worth of seasoning. No. Get some cheap salt, some black pepper. Most expensive thing you should be putting in there is butter. Okay? The moment you start throwing anise and other weird stuff in a mashed potato, you're going against the grain. Potatoes aren't complex. Man. Much better. Much better. Look at that. Use a different skill. Get a better result. Oh, what that iron silver over here. What the frick? Is this a different IP from yesterday? Can always be saved by just adding butter. That, you know, a lot of things could be saved by just adding butter. Most people do not season enough. White people, let's talk white people. I don't know where you've grown up. It doesn't matter. I don't know what's wrong with you. Season your freaking food. Like, that is one thing from my father I will take to the grave. Salt, pepper, anything. Just put ketchup on it. Don't just sit there and eat a bland food and be like, good enough. Put some spice in your life. Because let me tell you. People try to do that. They try to stereotype me. Oh, white guy, he doesn't know how to eat. The next thing you know, I'm throwing on like freaking 10 pounds of salt on something. They're like, what are you doing? Seasoning my food. You get a freaking pound and a half roast butt, you know? You're throwing a cup of salt on it before you throw it in the stove and people are losing their freaking minds. That's a lot of salt. It's all gonna come off. It's there to melt the fat, okay? It's gonna dehydrate that fat so when it heats up, it just falls off and it's gonna drip into that pan right there. And the meat's gonna take just a little bit and it's gonna crust up that top. Nice. It's gonna almost sear in the oven. You sitting there yelling at me using a cup of salt? How much salt do you use? Salt's bad for you. No, it's not. Salt, I don't know who came up with that too. Too much salt. When you go and eat a processed food, they're giving you a cup of salt. I'm not even kidding. Go look at it. They're giving you like a quarter cup of salt at a time per serving. It's insane. And it doesn't even taste salty. You're not even getting the salt. It's so blended in and just, it's excess sodium for no reason. Then they couldn't add any other flavor to a processed meal because they took all the flavor out of it when they processed it. So they just shove sugar and salt wherever they can. All right? Don't fall for the processed stuff. All right? You get raw meat, you get some salt, you get some peppers. I don't care if it's black pepper, cayenne pepper, whatever fits your budget, okay? If you're buying seasoning that's like 20 freaking dollars an ounce, you're probably doing it wrong, okay? Garlic, get some onion powder. If you can't get onions, you don't like to work with onions, don't like to cut them, get some onion powder. Garlic powder and onion powder go a long way. Cover those steaks. Cover them vegetables. Season your vegetables. Hell, put a little vinegar on those vegetables. Sit there and eat plain green beans from the can? What are you doing? Get some fresh green beans. Wash them babies up. Some water and vinegar. About one, I can't remember. It's half cup vinegar to like 2 cups water. Something like that. Doesn't matter. Just get some vinegar in there. Get some acidity. Break off all that gross stuff on the outside. Wash them off. Lay those babies out. Dry them up nice. Hit them with a little bit of olive oil. You get some freaking salt, some pepper on there. Take a little bit of garlic powder. Not even enough to be noticeable until you're like eating the 6th one. And you're like, is there garlic powder in here? And then your date's like, I'm allergic to garlic. And then you're like, oh crap. And then they're dying and you have an entire story to tell your kids when you grow up. Yeah, this is how I try to kill your other parent. But you season the food and it's seasoned your life. Okay? Too much work. Adding cheese is another thing that can make something better. Chocolate cheese and butter. And sugar in general. Salt, not always. You add salt to it and it's just gonna be salty, nasty. Cook green beans with peanut butter? Ooh. Add nuts to your vegetables. That sounds weird the way I'm saying it, but get some almonds. Put those right on top of those green beans. Adds a little little crunch to something that might be a little bit too far gone. If you overcook your green beans, you can put that crunch right back in. I hit another ambient creature somewhere. Damn rabbit. Died. And some bacon. Well, bacon's another thing that can make a lot of things taste better. The problem with bacon is it will kill you over time. I love me bacon. Don't get me wrong. I will eat bacon until I'm dead. But it is a killer. It is a silent killer. It's a carcinogen, it turns out. It is my level of smoking, okay? Everybody out there, they literally put chemicals in their lungs. But bacon you can put in your stomach, your mouth, delicious. Really hard to mess up bacon too. But people have done it. I've had some pretty crappy, bland bacon. I just end up going like, what the hell? Why is everybody dying over there to the fire elemental? Yo, do you guys need help? 'Cause I'll help you! Why are you hiding over there? You run away.
Replenishing.
I don't remember this event as well as I thought I did. Why are we over here? This is Friday, you know? Did you just die? What happened? Did they stand and take all that fire to the face? Because that'll kill you. Why is this veteran stronger than most elites? Come here. All of you. Have a conversation. I leveled up. Thank you, ArenaNet. Whew. Alright, Cinder Spire. That's even your real name. What the hell just did that? You're really annoying, aren't you? Wow, that is a lot of damage. Go heal up. Grab this platinum. Don't attack me. Coming back. What's up, everybody? I don't even see how he's damaging me. He's too freaking small for being a world boss. Moron. What? I didn't finish that yesterday? Hey, we did it! Yay! That was some work. I remember that guy being so tough. Probably because usually there was like 70 people there. What am I doing? Rich notes. What am I doing? All that champ loot. Come on now! Something is eating my forward momentum. Look at all these Watchwork sprockets today. What's going on with that? I'm already at 60 nice of them. Alright, moving on. Be him. I don't know if this is pronounced differently. I don't know. I didn't say it at the beginning of the show today, but if you guys would like to hit the like button, if you're new here, subscribe, we're pushing for partner. I appreciate all the likes. Going to be getting this insanity of 14 legendaries done in about 150 to 180 days, as long as I stay on task. I don't know if we'll actually have 180 shows. Well, we'll probably have 180 shows this year. I mean, last year alone, I think we did like 40 before the end of the year, so I mean, it's gonna happen. But what I mean, I don't know if we'll have 180 shows of Guild Wars 2 alone this year. I mean, that might be a bit much. Or would it? I've never been so motivated to play this game until now. Oh, what's going on? I don't know if it's just because I love gathering, you know? Fishing. We go be fishing. I'm pretty sure I do not have my harpoon. A spear or harpoon? If that is a harpoon, I don't have that Slayer achievement done. Got a fang, you love to see it. Those crafting mats. Alright, Fields of Ruin. Found one? What'd you find? Tar pit?
Time to do some real damage.
Nice. Nice. I don't... Only in video games would somebody be that excited about finding a tar pit. In the real world, you find a tar pit, and you're like, oh god. Is there an elephant in this? Which I guess was a really common thing that used to happen. I used to think it was like one of those things where like people just said stuff. This way. I actually looked up a farm. And also hit any of the dragon nodes right over here. Go through a lot of these living story maps. They're just profitable.
Commander, want to know what the priory knows?
Commander. Avoid the events is what it said. Alright, so should be able to grab this. Boom. Trophy crate. Yeah, and these crystal nodes are worth grabbing because they give us the map currency. Also, I'll take some dragonite ore and volatile magic. Not the place. I'll have to look it up again. Guess I don't know. I thought it was right there. Is it here? Oh, maybe I'm not far enough south. In that thing where I think I'm far enough and I'm not actually there. Ah, it's further south. Okay. All right, the cliff bats here can give tier 6 blood, tier 5 blood. They're gonna give me karma, and they like to respawn. We got the vet down. Boo! Excuse me. Trying to get this iron. Or cliff bats and iron. There's a platinum one too, but it's not really worth it because I think there's gold mixing or something like that. Doing very well killing those bats. Got 3 silver. Oh, I need to put food on. What am I doing? I don't know how to play this game. See, this person is farming those bats. That's really sad to see. Asshole. Also, there's a better farm than these bats. You're not gonna spawn fast on that one. You're on the wrong spot, dummy. You wanna be over here. They've already respawned. Usually. Yeah, there it is. Dummy. You're in the wrong spot. You're losing gold per hour. Idiot. AFK farming never wins. Grab a crystal node. I don't think those are good, but I'll go up and take a look. Anyways, we need to hit that spot and grab some of these things when we come through. That's part of the route. This map is sort of lucrative, but it's mostly the dwarven chests and stuff like that. I don't think there's any orichalcum this side. Can't remember. I don't think there's anything really good. All the good stuff is deep, hidden in the maze and other things like that. But anyhow, we're moving on. Mount Maelstrom. Nice. We actually hit the Thunderhead Peaks. Didn't get any tier 6 blood, so it didn't really make it worth it. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers, you know? Did you get a different IP? Nope. And it's been a long time since I've seen that other rich platinum node be there. It was not that far over. Good platinum placement right here. Get on your mount though, not be drinking. I've discovered the trees aren't worth it. Or were they? The hardwood, I think, is worth it. Ish, if you can get some sprockets out of it. This is the 5th IP I think we've been to on this map. And we still didn't get the rich nodes. The extra rich node. I think. Or the ones over here. I think maybe we did get one more over here. Alright, up to Sparkfly. We'll do the extra check because gonna get extra rich nodes on this map no matter what. Alright, we didn't get the one here, but we'll go ahead and hit this platinum node to make up for waypoint costs. And then some. So weird that back in the day you had to do this a certain way. Happy the adventure. An adventurer. Adventure. Their smoke scale named Smoke. Oh, check, see if there's a rich node. Nope. Open, hit the permanent one. Get some bacon. My biggest guilty pleasures for bacon from Dunkin' Donuts. Got this sugar and black pepper bacon. And then you just buy, it's just bacon. Like a bacon snack thing. And let me tell you, it is terrible for you. Packed with fat, sugar. Another thing probably good for you in there, a little bit of protein you're gonna get, and that black pepper. But other than that, terrible for you. Delicious AF. Everybody's all on this brown sugar bacon stuff. No, for candied bacon. No. Get some of that nice sugar cane, white sugar on there. Toss out that molasses BS. Although that's good too. I mean, everybody was doing the maple bacon. What are you doing? Keep it simple, stupid. You know? Only got one extra rich node today. Sad existence we have. See how the AFK farmers are doing out this way. They're there, in force.
Time to do
Vial of thick blood. That's what I hope will happen, is, I'm coming through an area like this and I do kill something. You know, that I get the crafting drop or whatever. Great hide isn't terrible to craft down into leather. Yeah, but you see I'm going through here and I'm killing stuff and just not getting a whole lot of anything. Okay? Again, I have to complain about it. I have no idea what's wrong with the universe. Anyways, let me step in here from this Jotun action. Hold on. Where are the jagged horrors coming from? Is that a trait? Person was here yesterday. I don't understand how you can AFK farm 24/7 though. Some people have been pointing that out. Yeah, figured that out. Interesting. Be part of the minion thing that I'm not thinking of. Get that platinum since we're spending so long over there staring at that. We're almost done with this route. Will we get a rich node today? Sure. We haven't had luck with this over here either. Very empty. That. Had a little bit of luck on the Dredge Haunt Cliffs. Like we got that luck again today. Kill me some spiders. Money drop too. Did I get the other ones? Yeah, too close to the wall should pull them out. Or out. Actually don't know. I guess the melt spider could carry the eggs. A lot of creatures in real world that do that. Where's my Watchworks rockets? I got a Sunstone lump in there, so I can't be too mad. This is the wrong way. Worth it. Not getting a lot of venom sacks today. Alright, let's run over to Ember Bay and then we'll get back to fishing. Just not getting a blooming Passiflora's route down enough, so I'll hit some more jungle nodes. I wanted to do that. Adjust the route a little bit more. I'm gonna go hit the something crazy and actually get on my mount. I'll have to kill the shark. Idiot. And I missed with my 5 skill because the shark was slow as AF. What is with this shark? This terrible shark. Just die. Absolutely just worthless. Why are you here? Seen some bad sharks in my day, but that one takes the cake. good amount of seaweed, though. $21 seaweed? We're out of here. Alright, we want to kill these rolling devils. This blooming passiflora. And the heart. These pocket raptors. Oh, I just realized it was protecting the bone breaker. Got him anyways. Boom. How many legendaries do I have so far? Out of the 14, none. I haven't made any. We won't make them until towards the end. This is all just farming the resources. I think this through, did I? Pocket raptors are fast. But I do have legendaries. I mean, my Necro has all the legendaries that I need. It's making all the 3rd gen legendaries because they're fantastic. How many legendaries do you have? One there. Not. There we go. Heart's done. A lot more rolling devils today than. Booma Lily. Sad we didn't get more freshwater pearls. Get this while I'm here. Finish 2 hearts in magic. Waypoint, I was gonna pick you up, buddy, but get it? I get it, you're frustrated. Waypoint's right there. Where was the word count? Come over here. That's what I care about. Still need to figure out what I want to do with all this orichalcum. Okay. What else I'm gonna hit? There was one right on top of me. Hitting me. Gonna pull them all in. Did get the seaweed this time, right? Alright, let's open these bags, grab all that karma. I've been banking on the karma. Over 14 million karma now. $24 of those? Oh. All that up. Look at all that junk. Salvage all of this.
Sweet, sweet loot.
Salvage the rares. Reacto out of them. Nice. We made some money here. How much, you may be asking? A wool is worth some money. 16 gold. So we're at 15 gold per hour right now. And that's the high end of the limit. So we made 16 gold alone today so far by running out here and doing this stuff. And we didn't even do well again on the Maguma lilies and freshwater pearls. Where is the iron? Sell that. We'll sell these. Got a good chunk of crafting materials this time around. Nice. Where's my platinum? Iron, we did well. We weren't shorted any nodes today, so 211. Got a couple tier 6 leather here, and I'm just gonna quick sell those because I don't hold on to that leather. Okay, we're gonna get some more loot, I guess.
Now I shall break you.
More money. And some karma. Yeah, so all this I'll keep. Not a lot of tier 6 mats, anything like that. But it's 16 gold worth of junk I didn't have before. In about an hour. So, not too bad. Yeah. Oh, that's the leather I just sold. Alright, let's take a look, and I'll look through to see if there's anything special. We can sell these much higher. I can sell those right there for sure. Let's look through. Jade runestones going down in price. 26, 27 silver. I'll still keep farming them, but that's hurting my my value, but it actually works better to lower the cost of those legendaries. Crafting material. Radiant dust. We actually got one of those to drop from a ghost today. Sharp claw. Blobs of ectoplasm. I'll take them. Yeah, all these crafting materials. Onion. Oh, I didn't hit that at Snowden. Onion nose. 21 seaweed for 2 silver, 30 copper. We use that for our fishing food. Turns out. Not a lot of orichalcum. But I think the crafting materials is really what brought in money today. Sunstone nuggets can be sold for about 10 silver. The lumps, you can get 25 at least. I usually sell them 24, 25. Elderwood, we went all the way up to 72 yesterday. It looks like the price came back down. Go ahead and do 7. You wouldn't get as much elderwood as we usually do either. Watchwork sprocket still sitting at 124. Freshwater pearls can definitely bring those up in price.
I'm rich, you know.
Maguma lilies, the price has come down, but not really. It's really weird. I'll do that. That looks fair. See if that actually dips underneath the gold again. Flaxseed, we're just gonna quick sell these. Probably get them for a silver 85. Iron ore, I usually sell at least a silver 28. We got people buying at a silver 42. Peppercorn, I just sell that. That's just bonus. Pristine toxic spore samples. Those were bonus today. Went out and grabbed those, see if I can get lucky. And I sort of did. You got 2 instead of the usual 1. Platinum ore, about 145. Maybe a little higher. Do that. Sell those off. Okay. Still daytime. Lots of the rest of this. Sell any of the other junk. All covering waypoint costs. Okay. Part of Maguma Fisher. I'll park this character right over here. Grab that gold. Gonna lose a little bit off the top because of all the taxes. But it is what it is. Yesterday, when we went fishing, we went to New Kanyang City and the desert. The desert was hurting us pretty bad. New Kanyang City produced 7 oarfish. The desert only produced, I think, 4 vundu and 2 giant paddlefish. Something like that. But we got the majority of our legendary fish in the first New Kanyang City, and it took forever to build up any from the desert. We also got a Melandru's Lurker from the daytime fishing here. We're going to start off with, as we're sort of running out of daylight anyways. But that's okay. We're going to try something new today. Just to test things. We're going to want freshwater minnows on. We have our fishing food on, 9.5 hours of that. So our fishing power starts at 575. First catch brings it up to 625. So pretty much we can hit any hole in all of the Tyria world except for Ore and Ember Bay. I think that's it. Or in the Ring of Fire is how I should say it. That's Ember Bay, Draconis Mons. But other than that, after the first catch, be able to go anywhere. As I said yesterday, it's going to hurt our gold per hour every time we do it until the day I open all of this up. We're going to have the tracker on, and it's going to explode. We're going to be talking about hundreds of gold per hour. It's going to be insane. And a like, Shaz. But hello to you. I hope you're doing well. Be streaming for at least a couple more hours here. Started really late today, and I apologize. Everyone won't be able to do Dragonstorm if I want to do World versus World tonight. Now you got me thinking, Chaz. Popping in. Now we're into completely chill mode. Our farming today was actually pretty good. 15 gold per hour was really nice. Keeping up with that liquid gold. I haven't dipped too far under 600 gold for a while now. Going on nearly 2 weeks of being above 600 gold. Above 700 gold a little bit, but we spent some of that to go ahead and cut into the cost of those legendaries. Tier 6, Tier 5 mats. Almost done with Tier 5 totems. Need to wash this hat this weekend. My hair being all nasty. Hat is starting to smell nasty. What professions do you normally play in each game mode? I play Necro pretty much exclusively in PvE now because of how effective I can make it. In World versus World, I usually run a Virtuoso, Mesmer. PvE, it's a Power Reaper. In World versus World, it's a Mesmer Virtuoso. And trying to think if I play anything else. This is a Daredevil that I'm on, that I've taken into World versus World, and now I'm using in PvE. How do I want to do this? North side. So we're gonna go to New Kanyang City and probably stay here for the rest of the day. We're gonna do night fishing in the channel. If the channel is being annoying, we'll come back out here to the coast. One there. Oh, tournament's going on. The one out here. Yes, okay. Where we'll start our fishing. We are going to be using... We are going to be using, as long as those Creighton stuff stay away from me, mackerel. I don't see them over here. As far as we want to go. Hold on one second, everybody. I'm having issues. Fishing. I used to play a lot of Warrior. Played like 5,000 hours of Warrior in World vs. World, PvE, PvP. Necro, I've done PvP. I don't play a lot of PvP. I really liked Dragon Hunter in PvP for a while. Played a lot of Engineer in PvP. But I've done a lot of Warrior in PvE land until about HOT. Then I switched to Necro and really haven't looked back. Yeah. PvE, I usually play everything except Elementalist and Mesmer. I'm not very good with those. Elementalist, I just suck with. I wish I was good with Elementalists. But I'm not. I'm not gonna hit that rare fish, although I probably should. Oh, the tournament just ended, so no, I shouldn't. But yeah, I usually sit on one character for a very long time. My alts are used for farming or something very specific. Like I use my engineer for farming the karma during Winter's Day, but just don't use them. Although in World vs. World that may change, because the meta is going to be changing here. It already is. Another clawfish. Boon Ball is going to become less of a thing in the future. I don't coastal fish. So many greens. Alright, like I talked about yesterday, we're gonna have to set up a route and just sort of follow it. If things really work out, we might be able to do a big circle here. Hit coastal fish and channel fish all at the same time. Because oarfish can be found day or night. I think I want to do some night fishing. Look at. We're going after bluefin tuna and swordfish. Funny enough, we've done this in the past. Great success. Anytime and daytime. Even that bar fills up so slow because the thing isn't moving fast. So far, we've only gotten greens and blues. No, we caught that clawfish. Cat, hello. Good afternoon to you. You're doing well. Another green. An amberjack. There, I have 11 of them. Okay. The Crichton pufferfish and the regular pufferfish. I'm trying to think, or is it spotted pufferfish out here? Need to check that too, because I need to get those. I'm running out of pufferfish. Let's go back to this. The regular pufferfish. It's only nighttime in the coastal. Right? Sorry, I had to break that thing. I cannot help myself. Meatball subs. Gold I made today dropped down to 12. Selling that stuff, so that's not good. Back down to 8 gold an hour. Weaver. We got 6 Mundu yesterday. Did I say 6? 2 giant paddlefish? I said 4. Oh, it was right at the end. That's right. We changed our rod, and they were like, oh yeah, here's all the legendary fish. There you go. $725 fishing power. Emperor fish. Running out of daylight. I'm gonna try to stick to the outside. I know some people, they go into that harbor and stuff. I try to avoid that. So we can just move to the next one and the next one. We're in the harbor like that. You end up getting caught by things. It takes a while to get out. Slow. I'm gonna be a little more efficient than that. Too many damn greens in these coastal nodes. Oh my freaking god, ain't it? Catch the fucking fish. I don't know why this is gonna be like mining. I hate this game. Fishing game of stupid. Why are you not turning? Somebody pointed out to me that boats this size, if they moved like this in the real world, they would be the shittiest boats. These boats are either made of like high-end metals that are pretty heavy, or the motor running them is terrible, or the rudder is too small. Which makes me laugh that somebody actually spent the time to figure it out. Big boats turn very slowly because they're heavy. They're huge. Smaller boats can turn quickly. And a boat this size, I guess, still isn't outside of the realm of that possibility. I also didn't realize that yachts can actually move pretty quickly, but they're still really heavy. But I think it was the crescent skiff, you know, the little thing, that has such a shape that it wouldn't even work in reality, because if you try to turn that boat, the back end would flip. It would turn the boat on its side, because when it would start to turn, the top heaviness of the boat would move one way or the other. Kayaks and canoes can be fairly swift, yeah. They also like to flip. It is officially dusk. Dee Dee! You're on the phone at the moment? Welcome, Dee Dee. Alright, it was official. Dee Dee was here today. So when I was like, was Dee Dee here today? The answer is yes. Dolphin tonic. Go into the channel. How do we get these boats? Maybe I don't want a fancy boat, ain't it? Maybe I just want a 300 gem canoe. Actually, I should go hit this. There's no enemies nearby. Bam. Can I give you 500 gold? You're new. Then how would you know the value of 500 gold? Because if you came from another game, you would have said something like 11,000 gold, and I'd be like, hold on. That's not going to work. And what would you use 500 gold for as a new player? I'm curious to see what your thinking is here. For different accounts, you think? You look like it, yeah. New players usually go, can I get 50 gold? 25 when they've played Guild Wars 2 for a while. 5 gold because they maybe just be trying to buy like armor or something like that. Okay, we got a puffer fish. But 500, that seems close to the price of a precursor for Gen 1 and a Gen 3. Now, my trust level, whether you're a new player or not, much lower. What I'm trying to say is you overplayed your hand. And if you are a new player and you just understand the economy that well, you still overplayed your hand because you know how the economy works, and you should be able to make 500 gold in the same amount of time I can make 500 gold. Because really, if you're just really good at reading the trading post and understand money, you would understand to start looking for very specific things to start getting a lot of that to amass gold very quickly. Then you don't have to ask for gold because I'm sitting here teaching you how to fish, literally teaching you how to fish. We are using the wrong bait. We're using the wrong bait so much that I'm going to have to stop fishing, put on the right bait. We don't want to use wrong bait. I want to use the right bait. So my answer is no. You cannot have 500 gold. I will not give you 500 gold. I barely have 600 gold. Why would I give 500 gold? What kind of a player do you think I am? You see me swiping a credit card? How to fish? Buy into dragons. Use my link below. Enable cookies. Disable your ad block. Buy into dragons. It will give you access to fishing eventually. What you're looking for is some shrimplings. Gonna get to this map right here. We got the Timon? Really? Really? Gonna go to this map right here, and you are going to... That's fine. Fish in every channel fish node that you can. Getting every single oarfish that you can. Your shrimplings, and even crappy lure, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter how easy fishing is in this game. You go make yourself some fishing food after you get enough greens. Go break them down. Greens and blues. Break them down. Go make some fishing food, which is not too expensive. You caught one oarfish, you're set, sell that. Get that gold and a half, buy yourself some seaweed, the other materials you need. I don't remember exactly what you need to make the fishing food. Then you make that fishing food, or just straight up buy the fishing food off the trading post. Who cares? You just need a plus 150. Don't even worry about your masteries. Don't even worry about it. Because once you get that fishing food on, you have your rod, your lure, even if it's only a 50 lure, and your shrimplings, boom. You make them bank. You know what also sounds really good? A cheddar roast beef sandwich from Arby's. I think my body's starving. Something. It has something to do with beef and bread. What's my best personal methods? So now, as of right now, I have a gathering route. But if you're truly going to go after legendaries, let me get away from what I'm doing here. My big suggestion is to learn how to... I shouldn't be fishing this node, but whatever. Learn how to cut costs by making liquid gold and cutting out the resources that you need. If you have a good farm to get jade rune stones and it's fast, and say you're getting 5 gold worth of runestones done in an hour or something like that, you're more than likely getting a bunch of other resources you can sell while you're doing it. But that's going to cut away a lot of the middleman of the trading post. But if you're really good at, say, CM strike missions or raids or fractals, or the meta group compositions of Drizzlewood or something like that, and you're making a lot of liquid gold, that liquid gold holds a lot of power to get the materials that you need. I'm not doing that because that requires a lot of effort from my part, and as a streamer, I could get distracted, not read chat and stuff like that, and I like to interact. But really it comes down to, can you get your dailies and stuff done quickly and efficiently and get to that 40 gold per hour mark. That 40 gold per hour mark, what's so important about it, when you're earning that much gold, it takes a very short amount of time to get a legendary done no matter what in this game. If I was to do that months ago, went from one tournament to another. If I was doing that months ago, say hitting that 40 gold per hour, these legendaries would start making themselves. But since I'm not working on it 6 months ago doing that, and so I could just sit here and make legendary after legendary, or just go after the account bound stuff. That's the other thing you have to worry about, is account bound stuff. Or fish. But the most important thing is money in, money out, and using that money efficiently, or just amassing so much resources so quickly that it really doesn't matter what you need. That's it. And the efficiency just comes from learning. So what I'm doing is I'm just gathering and fishing right now. That is my only thing I'll be doing for like 2 months. It's just doing these gathering routes, doing my dailies, hitting my home instance, doing my guild halls, right? I got a list. Drizzlewood conversion, anything to turn materials into something else worth something more and drive down the cost of these legendaries. Now, when you're making one legendary, this will be much, much faster. Because I'm talking 150, 180 days as a 10-year vet for 14. So if I just sort of looked at this, I should be able to make a legendary every 10 days. Is that right? 10 to 15 days, something like that. So Gen 3 legendaries, not really hard to, where are the nodes in this channel? Okay. Not really hard to do. 3rd gen legendaries is, are you playing End of Dragons practically? You're able to do the Dragons End meta every day too. For 3rd gen legendaries, you're cutting out like 2% a day or something like that. Like just right there. Because more likely if you're doing it from start to finish, you're getting favors, you're getting pure jade, chunks of pure jade. Of course the map is gonna start to close. That kind of stuff. Okay, when it comes to armor and accessories, we're into a little bit of a different zone. So liquid gold does matter, but we're talking farming very specific maps. Okay, so for like vision and that kind of thing, you want to get the home instance nodes for the maps and be doing your home instance every day. And the reason why that is because you're going to use a lot of those materials for Season 3 and Season 4, and if you don't need them anymore, you can convert those materials later for whatever else you need. So they're well worth the investment if you're going to be looking at accessories in the long term. If you are missing a certain currency, you need to go to that map, you need to farm all the nodes you can on that map as quickly as you can and do events. And if you're going to go after any accessory, I really suggest finishing up for Season 3, Season 4, and so on, and all the other stuff that is in there, is get the Legendary Amulet done first. The Legendary Amulet's going to give you Season 3, Season 4 currency, tons of materials, tons of achievement points, which give you account bonuses. It's going to give you... what else was in there? It's going to make you go gather and things like that. It's almost ridiculous how it is the only legendary in the game that actually makes profit for you. Yeah, you're gonna have to do the Chalice of Tears. Yeah, you're gonna have to do that, but you're gonna have to do that anyways. So, another oarfish. I like whatever's happening. Just keep it going. 2 or 3 fish and an oarfish. Let's go. So, my gathering routes that I've been doing in the VODs, if you're not looking to put in a ton of effort, you want something that's more relaxed, that's why I sort of do it. You can actually just put music on, a YouTube video, that kind of thing, and you can do it multi-character, which I have not been doing. So, the muscle route, the Maguma Lilies from Bloodstone Fen and Ember Bay. What else is in there? The rich nodes can be done by every character, one after another. So those routes can be run by multiple characters as long as you have the map and the waypoints open. I've just been doing it on my one character. So I'm not even running max efficiency on my own gathering route. Just hasn't happened. But I'm sort of showcasing you don't need to go that way. But if you just need money, rich iron, rich platinum, hitting muscle nodes, and jungle plants as gamble routes, which aren't so much anymore because you have a 5% chance or more or whatever. I don't know what the chance is on those nodes anymore. It's just a good way to amass materials to sell quickly on the trading post. What's nice about my routes versus somebody telling you to do the world meta chains and that kind of stuff, which you can do, which is a lot of fun actually. But my routes, the materials that you collect sell quickly, and you're going to get your money today. So you know how much you're getting. Other things like selling even unidentified gear and stuff like that, the problem with that can be you may not sell it all today and stuff because you amass so much so quickly and other people are doing the same thing. My routes are less attractive, so therefore the stuff sells quicker. And they're base materials, so flaxseed and elderwood and freshwater pearls and Maguma lilies, they're technically base materials for what you need. Versus when you go do other things, you may get a really lucky drop, but it may sit there for a week before it sells for a good price. Or at least a price you're willing to part with. Do not be scared to make characters. In fact, it's more profitable to have more characters and accounts in Guild Wars 2. In fact, I think it's cheaper to have more accounts than it is characters. And it's cheaper to have more characters than it is bank slots. And it's cheaper to have more bank slots than it is inventory. Guild Wars 2 is really weird. The best way to play this game is not to play it at all. It's to run the numbers, which is saying something. Okay, this route is very specific as of right now. Yeah, there are people who open 500 counts a day for the login rewards. Your login rewards are extreme. I'm going to have alt accounts boost my numbers here. They're going to be giving me tier 6 mats, mystic coins, ecto. There are lower tier crafting mats that they get throughout the month. All of that stuff is going to eat away at the cost of these legendaries. And it's just 2 extra accounts. Although technically I have 4 accounts technically. Extra accounts on top of this main account. Again, that's a lot of effort. I don't want to have to go install a third-party program like Launch Buddy, which is fantastic, and you should go look up Muckluck's video about that if you have alt accounts. Generally, third-party tools for Guild Wars 2 are safe and non-evasive, but again, I don't use any of them. I play as vanilla as possible because I like to think more along the lines of the common man, if you know what I mean. The just absolutely generic player. When this event spawns, we are going to have to change IPs. This route is so tight right now. But don't be afraid to use your boost. Get those characters boosted up into 80 and stuff like that and start moving around for farms. Yeah, do not wait on characters. When you make a new account, make 5 characters immediately, because you'll eventually get birthday boosters and free karma and proofs of legends? Proofs of legend? I don't remember what they are now. And those get you good utility and food. I think some of the best food in the game. Like 3% to your... Lizo's catching good stuff. 3% to your overall stats, I think. Twice, which is like 6%. You can't beat that. 6% to all your stats, no matter what you're running. It also stacks with your traits and other things. So the number actually gets pretty insane. And a 6% boost is pretty huge in Guild Wars 2. 5% can make, I think it's a minute 15 seconds in raids difference. Yep, here we go. There we go. Yeah. Alright. But, run over here. We're gonna change maps. This route is just too close. I won't be able to hit those other nodes. Hopefully there'll be a node right here. Nope. Kind of lucky to sometimes have. But yeah, multiple characters, multiple accounts. And then permanent tools and take gold, get permanent tools or glyphs. You can also use like karma tools, volatile tools, those kind of tools, even the snowflake tools, and put glyphs on them and double stack your stuff there. The nice thing about permanent tools is you don't have to unequip them and stuff all the time and that kind of stuff. And it may be wise to invest in certain skins of those tools because it's just faster to hit nodes. That's why you see when I use my Glyph of Bounty, I have the what tool is that? The Unbound tools, I think is what they are, because it's going to clear the entire harvest node in one swipe, or I may end up getting that 4th strike, which is nice. Anyways, but getting 2 or 3 strikes in one strike is nice. But if you're not running the Glyph of Bounty, you would want to use the Molten tool, because it's one swipe and you get to go. And if you have quickness on, it's even faster. That was another oarfish. Okay. Problem is that this map doesn't have nodes in a very good setup either. As long as our luck holds out here. We're up to 12 oarfish. We've already gotten 5 oarfish. You guys see why I fish here? You guys see it? YouTube cubes, listen to me. Oarfish is the way. Those other maps, see, you run into enemies and stuff anyways, and you might not get anything. You go out fishing on the coast, what? You get in here where they've locked in these fish into these little environments and biomes. They have no choice but to live there. People are throwing bread out every day, and you're gonna come in here and you're gonna pull out these oarfish. Another one. This is what I like. Yes! This is fishing. I've made 10 gold. Just like that. Since this nighttime started. 10 gold. Plus. I think a lot of people get scared about using the level 80 booster too, because they think, oh man, leveling up a character's hard. It's not. Guild Wars 2 has one of the fastest leveling systems. I've always enjoyed leveling characters. It's market dependent. I'm already running the math. I'm running the math with taxes in my head. So it's an about number. But I'm not even running the full... Yeah, I'm not even running the full maths on this because you also get... you also get the Scented Fillets, which you can convert to more. So, yeah, I mean, we could end up with even more than 10 gold there. Just depends on what it is. But the problem is, since we're not converting the legendaries, none of this... none of this is actually going towards our gold per hour. The junk I can sell, which will go towards the gold per hour. Yeah, we're back up to 15 after the market. The market bought my stuff, so we're 15.5 gold today. Whoa, 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 whoa. This node, and the other one that can spawn out here too, so there could be one like over there. This node and that node are nice because it tends to avoid the enemies at nighttime when you want to fish here. It'll boost our fishing power. You want to sell your... Yeah, you want to... What I do is I have access to a website that I've luckily got into that I can't even say the name of, or they're kicking me out again. Inside of there, some statisticians have set up, like, I can go look up an item and it'll tell me about the average sell price. So I then know when I go to the trading posts, now I don't even have to really look it up. I can look at it and sort of tell where it's going to be. But back in the day, especially with like freshwater pearls, if I wanted to make sure something would sell, they could give me the listing of where it would most likely sell at, and then most likely to make you profit if the market would shift. What that means is, say somebody goes and just sells a ton of them, I don't want that wall to not sell that thing within 24 hours. Then I could go and set it at that price, and if someone did do that, I would know by the next day that all my freshwater pearls would still be sold. I can get my money. So when you are selling things and doing a sell order, you're not just quickly selling it. The only time I suggest quickly selling it is if you're talking copper, but less than a few copper apart, you know? It's all percentage. But when you're selling higher tier stuff, if you want it sold in a certain amount of time, you're gonna have to give up some gold for that. But always make sell orders if you can. But things like Elderwood and stuff, if you just want to quick sell that, you're not losing out as much money as people are going to make you believe. Because you're talking about something that's worth 63 copper or whatever, and you're missing out 7 copper a piece, and a stack at 7 copper a piece just isn't as much. You could probably go kill 2 or 3 creatures, get lucky with the silver drops, and make your money back. So... And always make coin out of nothing versus coin out of something. So that's why it's so important to get your gold find per kill so high. Because what it is you're just getting free money. It's not taxed. It's not based off of some kind of metric. So you don't have to worry about that. You just... You get it. And it's done. And ArenaNet can't take it away from you unless you buy something. But sell orders will always make you more money than just filling buy orders. It's really hard for some people to know the difference. Now, if you want to buy something, buy orders will always save you money over the sell orders. So that's how the market works. The entire market is based off of supply and demand. But that's why these people can go run numbers, because they know how much are coming in every day, how much is going out every day, and why the price is going to go up or down. if there's an event coming and they can actually look at what might be on the map and adjust those numbers before it even happens too. So speculation is a huge part of the trading post in Guild Wars 2. I think any game with the trading post where the market's based off the player's economy versus a base economy. Guild Wars 1, there is a base, there's a bottom to everything, and even a top. So that economy was very easy to manipulate for me because I knew something couldn't be worth less than something else, and also couldn't be above what my wallet could hold. So, that changes things. But here, it's all supply and demand, minus the items that actually can be sold to a vendor. And you can never sell something that would make you make less than 1 copper. And you can never sell underneath the that mantis shrimp go? You can never sell underneath a merchant's price either. So you can't lose value on that object if it does have a set price. And most of that stuff, when it bottoms out, it's just better to sell to the merchant than put in a sell order and hoping to get 1 extra copper or whatever per item. Just get your money and go. Because that's going to take time. And time is money. And there's nothing in this game that is worth 1 copper. 1 copper more. There's just not. I mean, people will argue it again until, well, I sell 10,000 of these a day. You're not normal. And my next question always is, why? Why that? Nothing over there. There was the one up top. This map is weird. I need another node. I'll have to come all the way over here. This would be enough time. I don't like this one because you have to turn all the way around. If we need time, we have to do it. The other route was tight. It's like this route's just going to be annoying. Okay, Spirit Shard. Trying to think what else to help you there with accounts and stuff like that. Vision, man. I made Vision last year, the year before. Finally got all the accessories done. I was giving away so much stuff and making legendaries for giveaways and stuff like that that I've changed course. I've become very selfish, and it allowed me to get a lot of this stuff done. But what's the beauty about legendary stuff is that now I'll never have to worry about rings, accessories, or amulets ever again. On my Necro or any light armor character, I have that armor done now. And that's the stuff I was missing out on that other people, I shouldn't say people, I mean, other ArenaNet partners and content creators had done was their legendary stuff. So they didn't have to worry about certain costs and that kind of thing.
Getting more distress calls from Fade All Hill.
Well, that's weird. But now that I'm getting that done, it's sort of snowballing. I could just keep making the next legendaries. But after a while, I realized I need 2 daggers. Or, you know, if I want to weapon swap the same item like a short bow, I didn't have 2 short bows and stuff like that. Which I'm still not going to after this, but there are other Gen 1 legendaries I have done that in the future now, I'm going to have 2 of that legendary be able to be filled. And also, I really love these skins, so that's why we're going after 14 legendaries. Because the more legendaries I make, the more stuff I can amass to finally actually get back to doing huge giveaways and stuff like that, which is what I want to get back to in Guild Wars 2. I'm just running into a problem where I didn't invest early, and now I have to do it. That's what's happening right now. Legendary stuff is always worth the investment. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. Ascended stuff, great. Buying that cheap exotic stuff off the trading post, great. The legendary stuff is fast, and you'll never need better armor or weapons after you have them. But I will say this, if you're a new player, hold on for a little bit. Spend some time learning the game and figuring out what you want. So you don't go and make that awesome looking greatsword and you're never going to use it. Because the character you play doesn't use a greatsword. Or you feel like you have to you get forced into just using that greatsword. I've seen that too. You want to sort of figure out, well, I play a lot and I use axe on these 3 characters. It would make sense then to get a legendary axe. Because you like how that weapon works, it's on multiple characters, and now you can change the stats should ArenaNet adjust something in the game, and your build just isn't as strong with those stats. Now you don't have to spend money making a new weapon or buying a new weapon. Alright. I don't know why there are people around. I don't know why there's NPCs over there, but like, should be okay to hit this. Next one. Done talking for a little bit here. No! God! Did I just use those? You know what? I'm just gonna start using antique fishing lures. F it. I don't need that extra 25 fishing power. They're free. They have 75 uses. F it. Other than that, I just destroy them anyways. Might as well get my money out of them. I am thinking pretty hard about whether I want to get that endless lure or not, though. Done so much fishing that at this point, I think it would probably save me golds. Wasn't there... Was there not a... Oh, I forgot. Oh, I know why this one isn't here. Yeah, it's gonna spawn now. Alright, we don't have this route down, so just hold on. We had this one in here, this node. Completely forgot about it. The infinite lure just isn't worth it unless you're fishing every day, you know? Or you're fishing like this. It just really isn't worth it. I think you have to do like 36,000 casts and catch. Somebody did the math one time. And again, I don't like using that kind of metric, but they're not wrong in that case. And the chances of you casting your rod 36,000 times, even in the lifetime of this game, for any just average player, I mean, but the thing is, ArenaNet gives me gems. That's how I'm thinking about paying for it. We need to do a giveaway, a gem giveaway. Think about doing it on Discord. Not a small one either. I'm talking about let's have some winners. I have like 5 winners, 800 gems. 4,000 gems. Let's share the love next month. That's what I'm gonna call it. Sharing the love gym giveaway. You guys have been working hard. Alright, time to reward you. It's something like that. The math is out there. There was a Reddit post that had it broken down really good. It wasn't perfect, but yeah. Sharing the love? Yeah. Do it, February. Also, I have games to give away. I still have game codes and all sorts of crap. We need to do more giveaways. Maybe my mods can start doing it. They work hard. I don't pay them. Perfect way to just delegate tasks. Be like, yo, mods, go run a giveaway. Capitalism at its best. That's actually why I don't ask them to do that stuff. They don't get paid. Like when Dee edits a video, blows my mind. Oarfish. You're doing well with this night fishing. 7 oarfish so far. When I was talking about it earlier, it sort of stopped. Come on. Googly. We're also getting a crap ton of saltwater fish today, too. What the frick? Okay, the boat is much slower if I don't boot. Be looking for that on the Discord. That gym giveaway. Next month. Let's do it. I got nothing better to do except give you guys free stuff. Cubes deserve rewards. Neck, man, I slept hard on my neck. Like I woke up in the middle of the night and I just like stretched my head up. It was weird. Just had like that, you know? Looking all the way up, just like stretch my back. I must have just been sleeping weird. It's like an automatic motion. Like when a dog gets up and stretches, you know, and full on. Okay, I just lost control of my mouse and keyboard again. Nice. Saw the mouse light up. Another leafy sea dragon? Are you kidding me? It's amazing. I think there was a node further down that way, but you don't want to go over there. There are enemies that will absolutely just stun lock you. You get knocked off your boat. Huge waste of time. This map is not closing yet because there's actually people doing the meta. I should really go do the meta since they're doing it. When we're done fishing, I get my 1400 legendary fish. We'll be going after favors, imperial favors. And when we're done with that, we will make research notes. And when we're done with that, we will go after mapping. I think I am going to use my level 80 alt characters to do all that. That's the other thing you can do for legendaries and stuff is alt characters can get you more gifts of mapping. What are those? Gifts of exploration. All that kind of stuff for your legendaries. But Ender Dragons introduced oh no, dude. Done. gonna hit this node out here. So this, okay. When we're done down there, we need to come up to this node and start the route again. Cool. Ghost is all the way at the front of the boat. The one map that I don't have to do on new characters is this one, because the meta doesn't actually lock up any of the lantern. The map you can actually use to get Lamplighters badges. I still need 139 of those. But we'll get a good chunk of those done, because as you finish mapping, you get a Lamplighters badge and the gift. And when I'm done with these 14 legendaries, any legendaries weapons I make in the future are either going to be a variant, which is just a skin. But if I need a second weapon, I'll probably go back to Gen 1. And finish those first. And then if I really want to skin from Gen 2, that will be the legendary weapons. But pretty much once I have 2 of all weapons, that's it. I have no... It's a gold right there we just pulled out. Solid gold. Those Merline statuettes. I don't see a reason to ever make a legendary weapon again. I have 2 sets of legendary armor to get. There's runes and sigils if I ever want those. And then... I'm trying to think. Runes and sigils aren't expensive to do. Compared to other legendary stuff, so... something to think about. There's no line of sight through that bridge. What else do I need? I got all the accessories done. Yeah, my goal is just to get that done and not have to worry about weapons and armor ever again. Be set for the rest of this game's life. Even if ArenaNet introduced a new armor, legendaries have been said they will always match best. And any ascended stuff I get to salvage that. Well, it's all just done. All just liquid money after that. I don't need these resources. I'll be for achievement point hunting and giving away. How cool that guy thinks. Stupid bot. Oh, they ran across the bridge too, dummies. Heck yeah. We're almost out of daylight though. We're gonna have to go back out to the coast. Hope and pray that we can get these legendaries we haven't caught yet. Swordfish, what was it? Swordfish and blue tuna? You can still catch oarfish during the day at the same rate, technically. Coastal fish, however, if I run out of mackerel, I can't catch them. Yes, I'm still thinking about the meatball sub. You know what they should have done if you were moving too fast and you anchored? Just throw you off your boat. Hit the front of your boat, you take damage. God, that would have been funny. That would have been a high level of immersion. They not missed out. What's going on, Kaisus? At CC to fishing boats. Have you ram into things? What the mines are for? I always forget this boat can blow things up. Cast found. Too immersive.
I think we have this.
I'm just glad they don't do what some other games do, and you know, you can snag your line and it breaks. So you cast out and it's like, oh, you got something. You pull it and it just breaks the line. Just a waste of a cast. Terraria does that, but it's not as annoying because fishing in that game is fast, profitable. Not so much. Their newest updates are a little insane. There's like, I just watched the speedrun of that game. You can like, there's a liquid now where you can just throw stuff in it and it changes the item into something else, and Final Fantasy 15, I didn't mind the fishing on Final Fantasy 15. Except when it was taking like literally 20 minutes to bring in a fish as though it was real life. We did a lot of fishing in Final Fantasy 15. It just didn't have any use though. That was the sad part. You just ended up with better items than what the fish did. Rabbit Footy. You can actually get that on your mini-map. Let me show you. It was something... So they added the Tyrian time cycle in your options, and then another dev finished the day-night thing. So on your user interface right here, you have your local time, which is the time on your desktop, the server time, which is the entire world's time, so you can see what time that is, and then Tyrian time, which is what I have on. This will show you the exact hour and minute inside the game, and it ticks 2 minutes every so many seconds. Then you can hit this right here, show time of day, and it will tell you whether it's dawn, day, dusk, or nights. And it will show up on the bottom corner of your mini-map. What is all of that? Regals, welcome. You're welcome, Rabbit Footy. It was great for a minigame. Everybody, I have, first of all, fuel. The bacon was here, but it was burnt. Man, got done talking about that bacon. Look at him. Look at him. But don't worry, everyone. Look what I have.
Heck, glad to see you at all, officer.
It's a pup cup. Oh, yes, such a little good boy.
I give you
Yeah. Okay, you're getting it all over me. He loves whipped cream.
Why do you want to know what made that noise?
Yo, right there.
Let's see if I can override the security lockdown.
Look at him. It's like crack, man.
Ready? Guess so.
Like licking my whole arm because one
You want to tell me what that
thing.
is?
Look at him.
June sort of made the big guy over there as a failsafe in case the city went under siege.
Stretch miles to get it.
From what?
Yeah, that's a good boy.
Oh no! What if the city is overrun by a bunch of ravenous monsters? Ah! She calmed down a bit. It's fine. We probably want to take it down though. Fast. Lead the way.
If you put, usually it's in a plastic cup too. And we used to put it on the ground when it was done. And he would just lick the inside of that thing across the floor. Thank you, Rabbit Footy. I appreciate that. I always give a thumbs up for Lucky's appearance because he doesn't always want to be on stream. He just got coerced with whipped cream today. Let me turn it. Turn it. There you go. He doesn't like to put his snout in anything, but he'll do it for whipped cream. He's trying to avoid it. He doesn't want to put his snout in there.
Anxiety does strange things to me.
But he's gonna have to. There he goes.
When the sparks are kicked out of their system, it might interrupt the wave. There we go.
Hold on, clean yourself up. All over. Clean yourself up. He's trying to get close. That good? You want a little bit more? Are you actually done? There's more in there, man. I don't think he likes the cup. Licking the side of the cup. Huh. Hold on. Everybody give me a second here. Right back.
Now's our chance. Attack the replicator.
And we'll continue to fish. Plus the rest of our nighttime. BRB. Edie, welcome back.
Officer.
Sorry I had to step away, everyone, but we had to get Lucky resituated
I guess I jumped the gun on my
so he
last
would finish his pup cup, but I can't do that here
local, mostly friendly.
on the streams.
Give me a ring if you need a hand catching bad guys. Yeah?
Not Lucky
Will do, yeah.
Regals, but anyways, let's fish this node, and it is soon to be daytime again. Then we'll go waste our mackerel, I guess. What am I thinking? Mackerel. But that was the bacon I was talking about. But for some reason, that bacon was burnt. All right, it was burnt. My wife was like, "I love it." Good for her. Good for her. All right, this is a different IP. This is not how we leave this map. This area. Let's waypoint. I need to check the north side. All right, we're gonna be spinning. Leviathan is up. So we're gonna lose our 66 stacks here. I'm not too worried about that. For some reason, this exists. I do not know why you lose your fishing buff by not being on the skiff. It should not be that way. It should be until you leave the map. Or a much longer time. It could have been like 2 minutes instead of 15 or 20 seconds or whatever it is. I don't know why that fishing buff is like that. This is what I'm talking about. Fishing party catches. And they still haven't changed it, which means they're never going to. Which is sad. It's like the one thing that gets complained about the most. I have whipped cream all over me. Leviathan is right there. I'm gonna swing out a little bit here. I'm gonna open this up, but we're not gonna fish out here. I don't want to be a part of that. Although you can get a... It's not a bad farm. It's like 11 gold an hour or something, somebody told me. Maybe more than that. Maybe it was 21. No, that seems way too high for what you get. It's Ankle Slapper. Fellow cod. Bluefin tuna. What is up? Nice. Man, that icon, whoever did the art for that icon, it is so blue. But it looks amazing. The outline on it. They knew. They knew. Almost left. That person brought over a bad dude. A blue Dorado? Another exotic fish. One that's a little more hard to catch. Alright, having a little bit better luck than we had when we first came out here. Save that spot for that swordfish. We're gonna catch 3 of here soon. Calling it now. Lucky brought the luck. Yes, but which Lucky? Was it Greggles? But Lucky? My little chihuahua? That is grumpy AF? It's so mad at night. Like, there's anger, and then there's whatever his issue is. There's that swordfish. There it is. There it is. Caught 25 legendary fish the last 2 days. 35 gold. There's another one. Swordfish number 2. That was 2 in a row. Third. Of course we get a Hawaii. Hawaii? Somebody told me how that was pronounced. The map closes. No! I like this node setup out here too. Somebody does not like underwater combat. I can understand that. You can turn it on Necro, especially with the Trident. Get a nice condition build. Oh, it's beautiful. Get like freaking 30 something stacks of bleeding right now. Get everything set up right. Stuff in the water just melts, champs and all. Great. You can also heal from it, so you don't have to do full damage. You can get healing from your conditions. Condition damage? So ridiculous. I don't see another node nearby here, so we're gonna have to... That's south pretty hard. Lost bait cage. Beautiful. Hold on. I gotta go. Hold on. No. We just gotta go like this. Lost bait cage will automatically open. We need the mackerel. That's sort of just refilling our bait. And saves us money. Swordfish number 3. Boom. 3 swordfish and a blue tuna so far. 4 legendary fish. I guess the first time we were out here was just a mulligan. Didn't matter. Unscale striker. Alright, we need to figure out what we're gonna do here. Swing out wide. Yeah, okay. Book. And the map is closing. Remember back in the day when we saved a map from closing 2 minutes until it closed, and I pulled enough people into the shard that it couldn't close it anymore? The things you do to have great fishing. If you're wondering what this music is, it's actually provided by Pretzel Rocks. Lo-fi. I've been enjoying it. I know it gets a little repetitive because I take out all the vocal ones, make it YouTube safe, which turns 44 hours into like 2.5. But you know, at least we have music. I'm not getting hit by copyright every day. Bluefin tuna. Yes, today we are making progress. I didn't have the tracker on last night for my dailies, so I don't know exactly how much I made. But let me tell you something. It felt weird not to have that tracker up last night after having it up for everything else. Good relaxing music. Next week we'll have to return to the desert and see if we can have better luck. 2 days, 25 legendary fish. We're not even fishing a lot. I keep dropping frames too, and I apologize, everyone. I don't know what that's about, so you may have to refresh the show. Oh, swordfish, nice. I know what happened. The temperature outside dropped. Yesterday was still pretty warm. Today it's 26 degrees outside. We'll hit this one and the one tucked away, and we have to go all the way back up to the north. Reset the route. 4 swordfish, 2 bluefin tuna. Remember though, if we run out of mackerel, the coastal fishing ends. So, you know, that's a long way away since I have 100 and gained that, so we're close to 150 mackerel again. What I can also do is just change shards, fish my way back to the north, but I love this node setup, so let's take advantage of it. Swordfish was the password for the Marx Brothers. There you go. My favorite thing about streaming is how all of you have your personalities. Sometimes it's a bad thing, but most of the time it's not. It's just fun. Should not be sitting here just drinking that. Gonna get the jitters, man. Got of sugar and caffeine in it. From horse feathers? That there, hello. Good evening to you. You been? Another red Grenard. We've had extremely good luck today. Yeah, 2 leafy sea dragons and 2 red grenards? Get out of here. Grenards? Might be another one to the south here. The nodes were to the north were safer. That's not really a safe node down there. This would be better. Let's make explosions happen. Might be some in the harbor too. Teeny though. Alright. This was the second one. This was the first. Nope, this was the first. Holy cow, yeah, we got a lot of nodes pretty close to each other. Resetting is going to take some time, but we hit so many nodes in a row that it ain't so bad to reset this way. It ain't too bad. We can also use our sky scale and just cut across. Literally just cut across here. But I don't want to risk losing the fishing power that we don't need, but who knows. Take it. Dun, 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 dun. Where's that road map, ain't it? I have no idea what possessed me to hit the 1 key there and waste that cast. Me probably yelling at ArenaNet. Celebrating your birthday and enjoying vacation. Tomorrow you have to go back to work. I'm sorry you have to go back to work unless you love your job. Then I hope it's fun when you go back to work. But happy birthday, Lysethia. Spirit Shard and an Amberjack. Check to see how many Spirit Shards we've gotten today. I don't need Spirit Shards for the legendaries. But I think all the stuff that required Spirit Shards, that for 6 so far, 15 gold, 45 silver. Losing money. But no, it's not, yeah, not fun. Just read something from a buddy of mine who works in the same industry, and he asked a guy, he had to ask this question: is it smoking or not? And I was like, that's the new age. Did you try turning it on and off again, or off and on again? You know, like. Is it smoking or not? God, man. Hopefully you don't have that kind of day tomorrow. So what's your issue? I think my computer's on fire. I can't imagine, like, hey, a swordfish. I can't imagine getting to that point to have to ask a question like that. Like, man, the level of frustration you have to feel. And also, why would you call IT to say your computer's on fire. They're probably not the person that you should be calling. Hey, my computer's smoking and making funny crackle noises. Just wondering what the advice is. Guess it's better than you know, you answer and it's just screaming. It's on fire! What do I do? Call the fire department, get a fire extinguisher, unplug it, go outside. How much water was in his modem or router? Holy crap, these stories are common? These are weird questions. I tend to ask if people have electricity. Yes, but does your plug work? Hey, but I can understand that though. Like, my computer's not working. You know, not having electricity is just a level of like, do I need a switch on? Is the plug bad? Is it the cable to the computer? Right, we can start to work with that. But having to ask how much water was in the modem or router? That's a day right there. Oh, they have an out. Oh yeah, yeah. Your stuff can't work without electricity. Really? So I can't have internet without electricity? Correct. I think that's because mobile hotspots now confuse people, because your mobile device can now make internet. In a sense, you know what I mean? And I think people are confusing wireless signal with your phone still needs battery. The headlight fluid joke, yeah. Funny enough, one time somebody thought I was kidding when I asked if there was enough water in their battery for their car. A lot of people don't know inside the battery it has to have so much fluid inside of it to conduct. If that dries out, especially if you live in a dry area or it gets cold a lot, your battery will stop working. And so I asked them that, and they're like, I'm not falling for that trick. All right? And I was like, no. Do you know if there's enough enough water in your battery? That guy got so mad at me. But I was legit asking because, like, you live in an arid environment, it could dry out. Take it to a thing if you think your batteries would still be good. And I wouldn't ask that if it was like, I'm gonna use that lure. I wouldn't ask that if you lived in like a wetter temperate zone, or your battery was 6 years old. I mean, come on. But nobody knows anything about cars now, so you probably could trick them with the freaking headlight fluid. The Wi-Fi is the same as the internet. It's the Wild West. It doesn't have a modem? What? Oh, God. Why are you calling for help if you already have the answer? If you already know, why are you calling somebody? Tried shutting off. That's why I hate calling my cable company, though. They tell me to do the same thing every time. And I know now that maybe it's for diagnostic reasons on their end. They're going to watch it and see what happens. But, man, nothing's more annoying than calling them, explaining that I've reset my modem, and I still can't get my internet to come in, or I'm having some issue. And the first thing the person goes is start reading off the script. Did you try shutting off your modem? What did I just say to you? Yes. That's how you reset a modem. Hey, Swordfish. I know most people you talk to have no idea what's going on, but I understand. I went to college with networking. I understand that modem is an important piece of having internet. Yes, I unplugged the cable from the wall. Yes, I unplugged it, and I waited 20 seconds. Don't ask me that again. At the same time, I know there's this one guy who's just going like, yeah, I did that. But they didn't actually do it, you know? That's the guy that's screwing me over. I'm only calling so you can reset it on your end so my internet will come back, because I know it's on your end after I've done everything on my end and I've checked through my computer. I've actually gone in, typed out the stuff to see what kind of internet is coming from where, and it's saying I'm just not getting good internet to my modem. So therefore, it's now you. And the guy's like, man, I'm gonna start reading off this script. No, don't read the script, just listen to me. I don't know more than your job, but I do know what I need right now as a consumer. Just reset on your end. Then if it doesn't work, we could go down the script. Then I'm gonna be like, all right, let's try some things. What do you think? See the delay and stuff? Yeah. Now when my internet isn't working, I'm gonna have to call them. If they haven't like actually sent. They've been pretty good recently about sending an email or a text. Swordfish, love it. So now I know, like, okay, I don't have to go through the hassle of calling them and being like, look, my internet don't work, and it's all your fault. Where was it? South of the boat. Why this boat isn't on the mini map? Weird. I also like when they tell me my modem's outdated, and I'm like, you control the firmware. Update the firmware. My modem's not outdated. It was made just 2 years ago. It can't be outdated. That's insane. It's like buying a car and in 2 years it's just gonna fall apart. Modems aren't cheap, jackass. What you're trying to get me to do is buy your modem. So no, you will make it work. You have the firmware. The company has to send you the firmware. They demand that you use their firmware. Now you're saying, no, you don't have the firmware to upgrade my modem? Or update it? Or whatever you need? You're a liar. That's why I was so pissed when I had to buy a new modem and I didn't need to. It was all them. None of it was me. There was nothing I could do to fix my internet. Yes, resetting the router helps. Gonna sit there and tell me the modem might be too old. Look, I know modems can die in 3 to 5 years, but not mine. Nuh-uh. What they're talking about is the people who never blow the dust out of them, who set them inside their little cubbies, right? They put them in this little thing, and the heat builds up, so the modem is just burning itself up. No. My modem out in the air. I blow that baby out. There ain't no dust in there. Get out of here. That modem can last freaking 10 years. Not going to, because the manufacturers are absolutely terrible. But to say it's outdated, it's not even 5 years old on the market. My AT&T? No. I'm Spectrum. Is it Charter? Oh no, their marketing is working. I can't remember. I can't remember the company. Cannot reset it without the reset for some reason. Same time. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Some people have some weird modems too. But if I go to your website and it lists the modem as acceptable modems to have too, so that's the other thing. I've done the research. And I go back to the website and my modem's still on there and you're telling me, well, it shouldn't. You're still at fault. You're the one at fault, company, because you shouldn't have it listed there as an option. Yeah. Tried to. Look, I understand it's a 9-to-5 job, customer service person. Don't lie. I'm just going to ask for your manager, and your manager's going to come over and be like, well, that's not exactly true, and throw you under the bus and make you look dumber. They don't care. They're getting paid salary. That's what really pisses me off. The manager comes over and things just suddenly start working. When I first moved here, they told me I couldn't register my modem. I was like, how about you just send me to a manager? And the guy's like, oh, I see what kind of modem you have. I think I can make it work. Like he's some technician changing the exact code in that moment. No, you just freaking just updated the firmware and actually connected the internet to it. This could take 15, 20 minutes. It took 3 minutes and hooked up just like every other modem I had before. Huh? And it's listed on your website. Technical department. Got another lost bait cage? Where did it go? Right there. 25 more mackerel. Be out here for eternity. They can press one more button. Exactly. They can authorize the thing to actually connect. I wonder, but I do wonder sometimes, like, if somebody said it was a modem, it looked like a modem, and, like, it wasn't a modem, and it gave them access to something they otherwise should not have had access to. And so now they're extremely careful, you know? That's what I worry about. I'm sitting here like ragging on them, but the reason why nobody can just hit that extra button is because they're just bad people out there. You know? Wait a second. This isn't a real modem. A lot of data you're collecting on us. Hold on a second. Why is there a two-way street here? Also, anytime I call them, I try to be as polite and just patient as possible with any customer service, because I know the phone call before, someone was probably just being an asshole and expecting miracles to happen when they didn't have electricity going to their room. Like, that's the other thing. So, like, I try to be really patient and really nice, and, you know, I'll go through the process, especially if they seem chipper, because I want their day to go well. And I know that crap sucks. That job is shitty. And it's nothing on their end, or even the company per se. It's some jackass that was just there. Wonder how relieved people feel when I'm like, oh yeah, let's do this. They're waiting and they're like, well, we're hoping you're having a good day. And it's like, my day? Psh. The worst part about my day is my internet's not working correctly. You probably had to talk to fucking Frank. We all know how Frank is. Frank, is water dripping on your computer or not? Frank, is it smoking or not? Well, I can't help you if your computer is on fire, okay? You're not gonna get internet anyways. You need to get out of your house. Then I'm the next phone call. How you doing today, sir? Your internet's not working? Is your computer on fire? Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. No, it's not. Scott, listen. Sounds like you're having a rough day. Want to talk about it? Hold on. Did you say Frank? Yeah, I'm watching this house burn down right now. Is that why I don't have internet? Gotta see Robin. Wow, what luck today. What luck today. So herein lies my lesson, though. If people are trying to help you, their job is to help you. Be very patient with them. And if everybody was just patient and nice, you know, and when something really wasn't working, as long as the person helping you isn't trying to cover their own like inept ability and that kind of stuff, we could all learn from each other. Because I wish we could all just go, yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Let me talk to somebody else or send you to somebody else who might know what your problem is. And it was more like, I actually do not know this thing, you know? The world would move faster and be easier. We'd all get to the result we want. Our internet working. Our computer not being broken. And so on. First part, that is a real conversation? Yeah, I'm sure it is. And it happens in every industry. Buddy of mine that I talked to, he works with animals, dogs specifically. He's a behavior expert. And talked about him several times before, but he was helping this one couple figure out why their dog wasn't losing weight. Dog was getting very obese. And he was contacted by the wife, who was like, my dog is unhealthy. I went to the vet, that it has to lose weight, blah, blah, blah. It's a big dog. So he comes to check out the home, what they're feeding it, all that kind of stuff, doing the normal thing. And he ends up going out to get lunch. So he took the dog out to see like what kind of behavior it has away from the family, that kind of thing. But most of the time, when he gets an obese dog, the obese dog has like some kind of behavioral problem where it doesn't want to move. It just likes to sleep all day, eat a lot of food, that kind of stuff. And then it's not just changing the diet, it's getting the dog to be more active type of thing. This dog seemed pretty active. But he goes to McDonald's and the person in the drive-thru knew the dog by name and asked how many cheeseburgers did the dog need today. The husband did not tell his wife that he was taking the dog to McDonald's and feeding it cheeseburgers on top of its normal routine. You know, important information to know for all the people involved. And he's not cheap, right? He charges good money. She was not pleased when he said, how often do you feed your dog cheeseburgers? And it was just by chance he went to that one place. Like, I'm just gonna grab. And the funny thing is, he doesn't go to McDonald's very often. It was just, you know, he didn't recognize some of the other places or anything. He just wanted something really quick. And he's like, I'm gonna go grab some chicken nuggets. Oh, man. So, you know, his advice was pretty simple. Stop feeding your dog cheeseburgers. Duh. I'm like, from now on, you're gonna have to ask people, are you feeding your dog cheeseburgers? You know, like, man, it was a great story though. That was a great story. I loved it. Because I probably would have done the same thing. You know, sneaking the food to my dog, but not telling the wife type of thing. Ah, the dog's getting pretty pudgy. Yeah, I see that, but I love my dog, and that dog loves cheeseburgers. Because no, he was feeding this dog whole cheeseburgers from McDonald's. Not just a little bit. Straight up, just whole cheeseburgers, McDoubles or something. He admitted to it. And he's like, I didn't think it was that much or something too, or something in there, like, because they're small cheeseburgers. My mind was blown. Can dogs eat cheese? Yes. I feed Lucky cheese all the time. Pretty much anything with protein in it, like cheese, yogurt, peanut butter, is usually okay for a dog. Dogs need protein. A lot of dog foods and stuff use a lot of filler, and that's okay because dogs can eat like rice and grains and stuff like that. Dogs can eat it and usually process it. Not all dogs. Some dogs have genetic conditions. But for the most part, as long as it's packed full of protein, the dog should be able to digest it pretty easily, because that's just how their digestive tract is. Bluefin tuna. Love to see it. 10 legendary fish. They can't eat grapes, raisins, or chocolate. Can't eat onion. Can't eat garlic. Yeah, anything that produces sulfur will poison your dog. And then I forget what's in grapes and chocolate. And a swordfish. Nice. Dogs can eat fish. As long as it doesn't have high levels of mercury in it. Lucky loves tuna. Because Chihuahuas, they come from an ancestor called a Tichi. Tichis were very cat-like, but they were still canines at the end of the day. And when the Europeans came over, when the Europeans found a dog, especially smaller dogs, they tend to just breed it with a terrier type dog back in the day. I forget which terrier it was, but it was pretty much like the birth of all terriers. And terriers are natural ratters or pest control in general. So, the Tichi and this terrier created the Chihuahua. And the Chihuahua became a main staple in Mexico after all the years, because the Chihuahua was easy to train compared to the more primal Tichi, and was very easy to please. Even to this day, Chihuahuas follow this instinct of very easy to please. And so they would use these Chihuahuas as heating pads and stuff for people who had sore muscles. They'd put Chihuahuas on them because they were so warm. But Chihuahuas were really good ratters and diggers and able to keep pests and stuff away. And they were also very aggressive in their packs and would protect the families day and night. And so that's why Chihuahuas are so common. But of course, as breeders and stuff got a hold of Chihuahuas, now they have the apple head, which isn't very healthy for them and that kind of stuff. But Chihuahuas are great companions. They're just not very nice about it because they still hold this primal instinct of being cat-like. They like to sunbathe, they like to perch themselves up on things and all that kind of stuff. So, fun little facts. Humans can eat a lot of things. Does anybody know the animal that can eat and digest the most stuff out there? Anybody know which animal that is? Talking mammals. Because if we start talking like, I don't know, insects and stuff, they eat weird crap. They literally eat crap, I mean. Hey, a bluefin tuna. It is a goat. Pigs are a close second. Pigs can eat a lot of things, but you can't feed pigs metal, they'll die. Goats. Another close second would be hyenas. Hyenas can eat just about anything because their stomach acid is so powerful, it will digest bone, metal, that kind of stuff, but they are hyenas and their body will absorb toxicity. Goats, on the other hand, they have outlets for that stuff that other mammals do not. They literally just pee out toxic waste. Go look it up. Goats are evil. They are absolutely evil. You know, everybody's like, man, why does the devil look like a goat? That's why. They're like, man, I'm gonna eat this fish net. I'm gonna eat that aluminum can. I'm gonna eat this grass over here. I'm gonna chew on the dock. I'm gonna go over there, eat that guy's shirt. Gonna eat these rocks because they look good today. I'm not even kidding. All goes in, all comes back out. And defy gravity. Goats have this digestional tract that is insane. If it doesn't digest it, out it goes. Humans, on the other hand, our digestive tract will slow down and be like, what is this? Poison? Is it though? Oh, we're dying? Okay, bye. Goats, on the other hand, it just moves. What is this, poison? Ah, pee it out. Crocodiles, when we talk reptiles and lizards though, and fish, crocodiles, sharks, think of like high-end predators. That's why hyenas are up there. They are extremely non-prejudiced with the stuff they eat. Oh, and there's this video I just saw about a great white. So this person was, this biologist was, so when a well dies, it sinks to the bottom of the ocean, right? But this one well had died and it was still in sunlight, enough that they could dive down, and they recorded like all this interaction of this new environment with this giant blue whale carcass, I think it was. And, a rarity, because blue whales, like, they tend to be where, like, if they die, they sink miles. And they're recording and everything. There's all these fish, tons of fish, because of where this whale had died. And they're sitting there recording, and these fish start to move like all over the place. And this biologist is like, man, what's going on here? Because like sometimes something will kick up the well stuff and the fish will go into a frenzy. And they're just sitting there recording, and out of the fish comes this great white shark, just right in front of them. Just like, it just whoosh through the fish. It was so insane. You gotta think, this thing is like 1,600 pounds of I will eat you. And it is just, and all it did was just swim through the fish, wondering what the frick was going on, right? This whale carcass. And this great white was like, what's over here? Then start just chomping down. Whew. I can only imagine, like, your heart would stop. And it, like, they're just holding the camera and it just, like, comes right through those fish. Great white sharks are rare, but boy, man. You saw that video? Oh my goodness. Dragon lizard can kill you by touch or something like that. You know what creature really bothers me? Frogs. Toads. They're gross. You pick them up, they pee on you. They cover themselves in mucus and slime. Things eat them too. That's what blows my mind. And then some of them are like, man, what's the best way for protection? Not poison. Let's not be poisonous. Let's not be venomous. No, let's shoot my blood at you. Let's just shoot it from my eyes towards yours. Just completely creep you out. The freaking toad, man. Oh, you see all these spikes on me? Not good enough. Excuse me while I sit here and shoot my own fluids at you. Because they don't just stop with blood. They'll also do freaking pee and goo and mucus and their own tongue. They'll just have it flop out like they're dead. And things will be like, ugh. They'll puke up their food. They'll have stuff digesting and they'll be like, predator, claw. And the predator's going to be like, what is your problem, man? I'm trying to eat you and now you're just throwing up your guts, you sick freak. The French eat them. If you've never had frog legs, a good cooked frog legs are good, okay? But that's a very specific kind of frog, usually. Yes, there are snails. Mollusk type things. I don't remember if snails are mollusks too. But snails, slugs, that kind of stuff, that's insane too. You have a phobia of snails? Or just volcano snails? Worms? Sea cucumbers? You know, if you've never seen sea cucumbers, go look those up, man. Those guys, some can swim, some just crawl, and others just live to, they eat all the sand and just poop all the sand out. Another sun scale. That's our third one today. Snail and slugs. I didn't believe the salt thing was real until I did it in real life, and then I felt bad. I don't know why people hate slugs so much. I think it's because they can eat like gardens and things like that or something like that. But in all honesty, has anyone here ever seen a bunch of snails and slugs just destroy a garden? I think it's made up. I think people just think they're gross, and so they do mean things to them. Step on them, they'd be like, man, I love the way a snail crunches. Like, what? The way your skull crunches, jackass. Look, and I don't really care for the creatures at all. I know they're probably important to a lot of things because they clean up waste. Yeah, that's the other thing. They eat all the crap other people don't want to eat. I don't understand. Do they look freaking weird with a little eyeballs going like this? Yeah, absolutely. I've seen Dragon Ball Z. Namex weren't that bad. Yeah. Parasitic worms and slugs are gross. Sea cucumbers like to throw their intestines at you. That is true. There are certain sea cucumbers that would rather give you some of them to eat than the rest of them. Because they'll just regrow their intestines. Happen in areas with better humidity. I had a pet snail. My brother and I got one. He got one with a, when my brother and I were growing up, I was one of very few of my siblings with brunette hair. And the rest of my siblings had blonde for most of their lives. And so my brother got his blonde looking snail and I got my brunette looking snail. But his snail was dumb. It would eat the little artificial pebbles down at the bottom. We fed the snail, but it would just crunch up the pebbles down at the bottom and it died. Blue artificial. I had a pet rock, it was a stray. Zombie fungus. Yes. Ah. You know, I have a story in my head about how humans are going to be zombified, like actually become zombies. But I also like the idea of the zombies evolving. Another swordfish, and we got a shard. 9. Ooh, we're running out of daylight, though. I don't know if we'll be able to even restart the route. 9 swordfish, 4 bluefin tuna. 13. We got 20 legendary fish. Today alone. Great success. I don't know. Nature knows what it's doing. It's just trying. Yeah, it's all survival. Evolution is just for survivability. Yeah. 100%. Nature is crazy, but that's because crazy works. I don't mean to scare people in this day and age, but did you know we're in an extinctual event? Humans are literally sped up the next extinctual event by like hundreds of thousands of years. Because more recently, there are reports coming out about humans' impacts. More birds, mammals, and insects are dying now than 20 years ago. And I think it was, funny enough, 69%. It's not nice at all. So 69% of all insects in the world have died out. Like there's 69% less insect biomass. I think that's how it was said than there was 20 years ago. Or 40 years ago or something like that total. Okay, I don't know all the numbers exactly, but it's a lot. There's 80% less insects hitting your windshield, which is called the windshield effect, than in the 1970s. 10 minutes left. We won't be in this map in 10 minutes. The windshield effect, yes. Phenomenon. Universe is run by sarcasm. Wouldn't it be funny if it shot blood out of its eyes? Oh crap, it's doing it? Somebody told me some creatures, it almost looks like a you're trying to get into a fraternity and they're daring you to do stuff. That's evolution. Like the guys, evolution's already drunk and people have been like, what if it did this, you know? Dare you to jump out the window and fly. Next thing you know, squirrels are flying and they're like, well shit. That was a stupid thing to say. You guys ever seen flying fish? But anyways, humans are creating a mass extinctual event that we haven't seen since the dinosaurs. Fun stuff. But I want to go back to zombies really quick. I made a story about zombies. Do you know how people get infected by those zombies? They're fungus. Last of Us also has a fungus, but it's just one fungus. But actually what causes people to get infected by this fungus is a flu that happens. An unnamed flu. And they try to make a vaccine for the flu. And what ends up happening is if you have the vaccine, get that flu, and normal influenza. So you have to have all those 3 things checked off. This fungal infection will actually get into your bloodstream just normally out in the day. And what ends up happening is that its DNA gets converted by the viruses to take over your mind. And instead of the zombies just wandering around trying to eat you all the time, this fungal thing understands food is only, and the ability to continue to infect people is only available so often. So if there's not enough stimulus, it will cause the human to go dormant. So they will just sit somewhere until it senses another living human that isn't infected, or it just sits there, and slowly you become fungal, viral grossness, and it will turn your body into spores. So it wouldn't just be like here for months or even a couple years. Those dormant bodies could be sitting there for decades. But that means the zombies can also die the same way as humans can. Not enough oxygen, lighting them on fire, stopping their heart. All that's still there. So instead of like the undead where like, oh, I blew off an arm or I shot him in the chest and nothing happens, these can die, except the outbreak of this virus and its deadliness caused people to panic and just accept this vaccine. And vaccines aren't bad, but what they didn't realize is that Mother Nature was still working against them. So they solved one problem, not realizing they created a second one in this rush to fix a problem because people didn't want to do things like social distance and wear masks and stay away from each other. That's what ended up happening. So they made a vaccine that seemed to cure all this problem, and people went out and infected each other with this virus and didn't even know it. And then this mushroom spore just sort of spread across the world because people were getting infected with that. And then the normal influenza happened, and it was just a nice little, this here, boom, zombies. And of course, there has to be escalation or the story's not fun. And then it turns out that all the zombies are interconnected. It's a big, huge hive mind of zombies. They're all being controlled by one major brain of zombies. And they just collect information. So if there's a bunch of living people in one area, let's move those zombies that way. Let's get more infected. What's the end game? We don't know. All right, everybody, let's take a final tally here. Because we're in dusk. We're done with these nodes. The map is going to close. Go ahead and grab that bonus. Yeah, why zombies don't attack other zombies? We'll hit this node right here, because I knew there was going to be one. There had to be one here. There's 4 different spots over here, isn't there? That one, that one, that one, and then that one right there. Or is it right there? I don't remember. But then, human DNA plays a big part. So those who actually are immune to one virus, they can't become a zombie. What ends up is that the zombies don't like those people because they can't be infected, so they try to kill them and eat them and use them as fuel. And of course, all these zombies need sustenance, and so humans can eat. And so they end up eating all the food and vegetation that they can. They end up eating the bark off the trees. Like literally entire places just look barren of all organic material because the zombies are just eating it. They can get a hold of an animal, they eat it. Pretty gross. Are you kidding me? Well, let's see if we can do that again. Yeah, it's right here. This is silly. We're more than likely not going to get anything from this since it's dusk, but I'm going to try. Yeah, I don't understand why zombies want to eat each other. Oh, that's the other thing. If the zombies are going to die, the other zombies eat that zombie. So if you shoot one in the head and it drops, the other zombies might start to consume that one because they don't want to waste the material. That's one of the ways in my story you can protect yourself. You don't have to kill them all. You just have to distract them long enough by something. But then human DNA comes into placement. So you got some of these humans that are infected, and they're infected by the fungal virus and the other virus, but they can't, they're like immune to the stuff. The vaccine worked, it just worked differently. Their body produced different kind of antibodies and stuff, and it changed their DNA, and it caused them to be able to infect people like a zombie, but they end up just being humans on steroids. because the fungal effects are still there, so they're able to do that, but they're just still alive, they're functional, they can think for themselves. And so these people end up getting these masks put on their face so they don't bite anyone, just in case they do lose control. And they're sent out to go kill the zombies because the zombies have no interest in them until a certain point, like so many years pass with these guys going around just slaughtering zombies and finding survivors and bringing them back to safe places, right? These zombies realize, well, we're going to die if we don't evolve. And so they realize through evolution, very quick evolution, to change humans into stronger, better zombies. So they eat other zombies to get the mass that they need to become fast zombies or big zombies or whatever they need for the occasion. Then there are the zombies that lived up in the north, but mushrooms don't do really well in the cold. So some of those ended up growing fungal protection on their skin to go through the snow and attack people and hide in the snow. Yeah, I know how to make a zombie, okay? Other people out there, they're just like throwing zombie crap together. No. You gotta make them scary and frightening. All right? Oh, look at all these slow zombies. What? Now they're fast? Well, this sort of sucks. And that's how it happens. They're trying to bring these survivors back. We only have 65 mackerel left. Trying to bring these survivors back. And then they're just like, yeah, just stay near us. We'll keep you alive. And of course, the survivors don't know what's happening. So, like, for years, people are just trying to survive. They're, stealing from each other. There's no food. It's really hard to get food. So you got this huge social thing. But luckily, people found these nice areas to live, and they're growing food. They built walls. They have people protecting them. They have these other humans they're just calling monsters, Heck yeah. Great story. Somebody should write it. It's not always about fighting the zombies. It's overcoming just the way the world is now. People trying to come up with their new politics. Make sure I had that done. 1, 7, 8, 9, 13, 22, 36. Legendary fish now. Much better than yesterday. Easily much better than yesterday. Grab my necro really quick and we'll go grab the other stuff. Wouldn't that be cool? Go around and just kill zombies all day? But that's the other thing. So many creatures die that the entire world is actually falling apart. Climate is out of control. Like, all of our resources of technology have to be pulled together. Like, any survivors in the world have to talk to each other. All the best technology, big company ideas are shared, like the secret ideas that they had. The military has to pull their ideas. They had to, like, innovate how to make generators and things like that because they're just running out of fuel. There's just not enough fuel to go around. It's hard to get. A zombie walks into whatever your creation is, it plugs it up. You have to get the zombie back out because the zombie thought it was human. So they had to find ways to do that. Then it turns out the zombies are actually living underground. They have burrowed underground because it's safer underground than being out in the sun. Because the sky sucks. There's more UV radiation because of all the greenhouse gases. It's terrible. They have to rely on these human hybrids to save your life and them figure it out because they're the only ones that can go out there and fight the zombies and survive. And they have this nice protection that the base zombies are just idiots and don't realize they're not zombies. Crazy, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. How much money did we make today? Oh, did we sell that? Oh, hold on. We got to go back to the other character. We made 17 gold, 36 silver. Good D&D session. That zombie world, very much not fun. Yeah, we made some money. That kind of stuff. Our gold per hour hit down to 4 or 5 gold per hour. But again, we're not breaking down all this extra stuff. think there might be 1 or 2 more exotics I can grab. Remember, all this in this line is just saltwater fish and freshwater fish. So I'm just keeping a hold of those. This is all of our green. This is all of our blue fish. 104 blowfish so far. We got 42 emerald snappers today. 41 cahaways. A striped barracuda at some point. But we're down to 65 mackerel. So, yeah, we're going to have to figure that out. Oh. Put the mackerel over there then. Going through our lures, I think I will use those 75 use lures with 75 power and save some money that way too. 64 dragonfish. I forgot about the rare fish. How many amberjacks are we up to? 32. 36 cherry barbs here. So the rare fish, we gained 1 puffer fish. So night fishing, I still have that to do. Go out and grab the other rare fish I'm running low on. And that kind of thing. And go after the legendary fish as we do that unless we need a specific bait. Yeah. That would be an interesting part of any story, is how do people handle, you know, I have arthritis. How would it affect me if I ran out of ibuprofen and that kind of stuff, you know? Like, and the science isn't perfect, I know that. But show me a movie where the science is like, that's really plausible. Okay, get out of here. Also have this iron and platinum building up for my home instance I could sell. I keep forgetting about that, but I think we're good. I sold everything I wanted to sell.
What is it?
Yep. Alright. Character select. We'll see what our final tally on number here is. I don't think it will change if it's actually counting the trophy loot. That is going to be it for today. I'm sorry for the shorter show and being late. Hopefully Monday we can get our act together. And I'm going to need extra time if we're going to do a Final Fantasy 1 randomizer, because that could take 4 to 6 hours pretty easily. Depending on the seed. The last seed I did was like 6.5 hours. So we're going to need time for that. I should do a practice seed this weekend, just to refresh my memory on Final Fantasy 1 in general. When it comes to the characters, I will try to have 4 different classes, because then we can take advantage of all the stuff that way. There will be some things I have to explain and changes and like that stuff. And this is the original Final Fantasy 1. So it's not gonna have updated graphics and stuff. It's going to be old school. That Final Fantasy I've played through several times. I own that Final Fantasy, and the whole reason I have an NES is for that Final Fantasy and Zelda. Actually, it was for more NES games, but I just didn't have the money to buy more. I wasn't going to pass up a gold cartridge Legend of Zelda for $27 back in the day. I was not going to pass that. I don't know how much that is in this day and age. Oh, it's only $20? That's sad. $8 shipping? No, it's $55. So yeah. I'm surprised it's not higher. Retail price for The Legend of Zelda, gold cartridge, NES should only go for $27. So I didn't lose any money on it. But some of them look like they're going all the way up to $55. There's a $76 one. This one is only $19.50 plus $8 shipping. $27. Kind of look. But yeah. Poisonous blood? It complicates things? Well, yeah, you have poisonous blood. Who knows? To write that stuff in. Different diseases being affected differently. 45, 35, 36, 39. Sorry, I'm still looking at these prices. Some of these are not in good condition, and some of them are not gold cartridge. They look fake. Mine's in pretty good condition. How much Final Fantasy 1? Final Fantasy 1, 25. I think that's what I bought it for back in the day. 18. Yeah, but that's going to change. Yeah, I forgot about the collector's one. That's $600? Holy crap, I don't have that. 60, 54, 40, 45, 65, 54. Yeah, that one's going to be a bit more. 51. I see a 36 here. The average price for that one's $50.83. 95, $145? What do these people think? The cartridge worth something? Get out of here. Collector's package, though. That includes the box. Let me see if I can see it in the picture. There's a box, a map, or something like a guidebook type thing was in there. They had the stickers. You can't even find that anymore. 600 might be a steal. Anyways, it's our final number here. So 19 gold, 89 silver today is what we earned. It's all said and done. So if you could hit the like button, I'd appreciate that very much. If you're new here, don't be afraid to subscribe. We are pushing for partner. Thank you to all of the people subscribing. We are moving up. We are going up. I just need 1,000 subs. So we're going to be doing Guild Wars 2 for a while. We'll be getting into the Final Fantasy 1 randomizer just to break things up. I don't want to do Guild Wars 2 so often that I burn out. This is the way to prevent that by planning other games. We'll do Final Fantasy 1 randomizer next week, and we may do a Link to the Past randomizer day, just so I'm not burning out on fishing and doing the routes and that kind of stuff. But these have been nice chill shows, and I'm starting to get into the motion of things again for Guild Wars 2, so hopefully we can get a little bit busier. Next week we also have to do strikes again for the green prophet shards, so I can get all the antique summoning stones. I may join a buddy this weekend though for some of the strike stuff, because he's like, yo, could you fill for just the 3 basic strikes and then the fast 5? I was like, I'll think about it. Just message me on Saturday. And you gotta be like, yo, dude, it's Saturday. And I'm gonna be like, yo, what are we doing? And he's gonna be like, strike missions. And I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I said I would help you with that. I also need to help my guildies with that. We've been doing all right. Dee, thank you for being my mod today. Any other mods lurking, I appreciate you. And Dee, thank you for helping out on the Discord with the thief stuff. Join the Discord, people. What gen legendaries am I going for? 3rd gen. All 14 will be 3rd gen. I already have the short bow and the long bow, those 2 done. So I'm gonna get all 16 of Arene's weapons because I think they are amazing. The effects are amazing, and then I can make variants based off of those after that point. So that's gonna be like 600 more gold if I ever want those. But I just love all the options you have with them. I also need doubles of certain weapons, and this will cover a lot of that. So we're killing like 4 birds with 1 stone. With 1 arrow? Something like that. So, but daily resets in 8 minutes. I have to go eat, get ready. I'll be missing Dragonstorm. I wonder how that's going to be over the weekend. If I can get into a good Dragonstorm. And continue that process. Make sure you're doing Dragonstorm, if not anything else. 2 gold. You get like 50 to 60 defense sills, which you can buy more loot with. There's a chance at amalgamated draconic lodestone, which is pretty expensive. And you get those memories of Arene, which about another 2-3 gold, something like that. So it is a big mission. Yes, absolutely huge. You've almost finished your first one? I'm gonna give you an early congrats, but yeah. But I'm a 10+ year vet, so I'm just sort of... I needed something major to do this year, I think. After End of Dragons really brought me back into the game, I think finishing up these legendaries is just a nice step to showcase my knowledge and things like that. Because we're playing through everything. The core game, HOT, Path of Fire, the living stories around those, and End of Dragons. We're taking all the knowledge from those places and applying it just to make some money. Interesting. Have a great evening, Galka. Yes, you're welcome. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thanks for all the conversation. Thank you. Just thank you. We are just killing it. We're just killing it out as a community. So all you YouTube cubes, you are making the world go round for me, and I appreciate it. And it's Friday, so we could get to go celebrate and have fun. Our weekend is here. Let me give some love in chats. And then I'm going to go ahead and call it. We almost got to 4 hours today, so it wasn't terrible. But again, thank you, everyone. As always, I leave you with this. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. We're all we got. Have a great night, day, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is. Make it great. Go to bed, sleep well, get that rest. You will need it, trust me. If I don't see you for the rest of this weekend, which I don't think I'm going to have a bonus show or anything, enjoy the rest of your weekend. If I don't see you for the rest of January, stay dry out there, stay warm. Unless you're on the southern hemisphere, then stay cool. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Also, we dropped 3,285 frames, so hopefully that doesn't continue into next week. But, see. This is the year of physical health. So get up and move. Stretch. Whatever. If you're gaming a long time, at least every 2 hours, get up, move around for about 3 to 5 minutes. Do some squats, do some push-ups, whatever it is. And then try to eat healthy. Don't sit here and eat a bunch of bacon and drink a bunch of coffee, sugary drink like I did today. Drink some water, stay hydrated in the sense of making sure you drink any water, because some people go throughout their day without doing that, especially you gamers. Don't just sit there and drink down your Mountain Dew. Water will actually make you play better than just caffeine alone. Caffeine and sugar alone, believe it or not. Anyhow, I am out of here. See you all on Monday. I think we might still be playing Guild Wars 2 on Monday, or we could just go ahead and do the Final Fantasy 1 randomizer so I can showcase that a little bit. We'll see. We'll see how I feel on Monday. But yeah, see you then. Bye.